Hello everybody, this is Etho and welcome back.
Whoops, wait. 1 second. What do I pay you guys for? Come on guys, get it right. Oh wait, we're like... Hi guys. Oh, how did I say it again? What's chilling dudes, it's Strawberry here, and welcome to the first episode again. It's like, I did one earlier. The first episode of SMB, the SMB server. It's been a long time. Longer than I'd like to admit. Yeah, I'll explain later where I've been, but I'm sorry I went away. But we're on the SMB server, and it's a beautiful day outside. If you look down, you can see all of the beautiful rendered chunks, which is actually not that far when you're on a gravel pillar. Can I jump from here? Let's not die. Woo! And we'll break that just so we don't make too much of a mess here. Cool beans. Welcome to the SMB server. This is number 2. So SMB, the community, has 2 different servers. The first one, I believe they had for older versions. I don't remember the Minecraft versions anymore. I think I left around like when 1.9 was coming out, and this server's currently on Minecraft 1.12.1. So I have no idea what's going on with this game at all. But I have ideas for the series, which I do want to implement. But first of all, I'll just give you a quick run around of the spawn town, just in case you get confused later on in the series. But I am glad to be back. I have ideas. When I say ideas, I mean like they're not great. You might not like them. I mean, you'll like the ideas behind it. Maybe. No. Let's... English Strawberry. English. Make a great first impression. Now stop. You might like the build. No. Okay, I lie. You might not even like the ideas or the build. It will be very interesting. I will show you in a second. But first of all, I'm just showing you one of the best builds in this area. So this is the SMB spawn town, as you can probably tell by the huge buildings in the sky. What have these guys been up to? But this over here is the British Embassy. And when I joined on, so I have a few basic materials just to fast forward, get past all of the building stage and whatnot. This is the British Embassy, and as an honorary British / Kiwi, we're not really British, but I'm kind of British. I'm not really British. I'm from New Zealand. When I'm from New Zealand, I feel like I get an invite to the British Embassy. So they have all of these different rooms. What is going on in here? Jeez, what are you guys up to? This is my temporary residency. There are coloured beds. Like, what happened while I was gone? This is so cool. It's like a light blue bed, and I've also got like all of these different materials. I'm going to be transferring them to our new place. If I just do, how am I going to do this transition? And like this. So how long do I let this go for? Probably about that time. A little hungry. Alright, welcome everyone to my creative world. I've had this world since probably 1.2. I don't even remember how long I've had this world for, but it has a lot of my different things. We'll come back to that later. It's my demonstration for what my build is going to be. My ideas. So this is my current redstone world. I have a lot of different things. This over here is, for example, a spawner room design which I was working on, except I loaded it into the version with the stained glass, and then I loaded it back into the older version before the stained glass, so all of it started disappearing. So it's like that. Over here we have a glowstone wall. That was, I think, for a green screen test. We have over here a test for the Iron Titan ages ago. Over here, this was a flower farm design. all of this random stuff in this world. Oh yeah, when I was designing this demonstration over here, I didn't actually realize that now they call this terracotta, and they like the walls look so much more vibrant, so everything looks so much better now. And I'm a little stumped, but okay. Demonstration time. Okay, so my build is basically going to be separating different villages within the city. It's going to be a 3-layered city. And we're going to discriminate. We're going to say certain villages aren't allowed in the higher parts of the city. The city theme over here, I've set it up like this. So the top tier is going to host a purple villager, whatever. I'm going to call the purple villagers the royalty. And then the second layer down, we're going to have our librarians and our meat. I think they're meat people. Yeah, like butchers and stuff, like the people with like the white on them. And then lower down we've got our blacksmiths and our farmers and our nitwits, all of our very disgusting peasant folk. But the reason for the city is because I am the king. I'm gonna be the king, and then you are gonna be my servants, and then lower down they're gonna be the townsfolk, and then lower down they're gonna be the peasants. And I am the king because I have the ability to craft. But with that power comes a price. It means that I'm only going to be allowed one crafting table in the entire build, and it's going to be up here in the very top of the city. So I got to protect it. I got to build a little vault, and I got to build a little palace for my crafting table along with my servants, and then we're going to build a little town to supply our palace, and we're going to build our farmers and all of our peasant folk to keep all of our city upright. How we're going to do it though is over here I've set up something breed. It's not exactly what we're going to be using, but we're going to basically separate our villages into this sort of separator machine. So if we have a huge amount of villages in this little area, this is like a breeding station per se, then we have a little splitter design which allows us to separate our villages into 1 or 2 villages at a time. And then if I press this button here, it will allow just one villager to be moved along, and then over here I can have a little sorting system to move, say this butcher, I'll move him to the stone city. Or oh, by the way, I've never seen a magma block before, so this is really weird to me too. Yeah, so if I press a button, here are 2 villages. Obviously I'd like to just have 1, but 2 is fine. This is just a demonstration as well. But I separate the purple into the top city and then the farmers into the below city. And yeah, basically discrimination. You might like it because your favourite villager might be a librarian, for example. But you know, gotta keep it exclusive. Gotta keep the rights of the palace guard to just the clerics, and we will have a religion of the crafting table, religion of the Torbray, per se. This actually really amuses me. I really like having the splitter system. Yeah, I can't wait to get started though. I'm gonna transition. I'm just gonna have a normal transition here. That other one took forever. I'm gonna transition to where we're gonna build. I'll be there in a second. And what a transition! Alright, I'm here in a kind of a spruce forest area. So I found this place while exploring. I was looking for a new place to call my own. And I really love this place. How do I best show it off? Well, I'm at the top, so if you think about the 3-tiered system we're going to have with the villages, this top area with all the hills and whatnot, this is going to be where all the purple villagers live. And this should be so much fun having just purple villagers roaming around the city area. It'd be very weird. I don't think I've ever seen this concept before. You guys might not like the discrimination, but it would certainly look interesting at least. So all around these top parts of the hills, this is going to be the city, and I think I might even build along the sides of the hills as well. Have it kind of like Rivendell in a sense, like an elf city. That was a build I tried to build previously, but I never really got around to finishing it in the end, or mostly started. Yeah, so all of this area would be the purple villages and purple villages alone. I'm thinking down in the valley, near closer to Minas Tirith. I don't know what to call this build. Let me know what you think I should call this build. Not over here. there's the other side. I think I showed it previously, but the other side has a valley area, not the plains. We'll try keeping to just the spruce forest. So over here, I might remove that hill area, but basically down there, or maybe even that hill area over there. Again, I haven't really planned. Oh, I haven't said it to begin with. Why would I say again? I haven't really planned it out just yet. All of this area, maybe. Around here would be the second layer, all the librarians and the butchers and stuff. And then if we go further into the forest, like all of this area, if you can imagine, we've cut down all the trees and make it lots of farmland. That would be all the farmers and whatnot, and those would definitely need their own wall. Sorry, cough there. Creeper, get out of here. So if you imagine over here, there'd be lots of farms and whatnot. They'd need their own wall just to protect them from all the hostile mobs. That would be all of the farmers and nitwits. Nitwit's such a funny villager type. That's so funny to me. Yeah, over there would be all the farms and whatnot, and I think it'll look really cool. Let me know what you think. Also, in the comments below, I am going to request for a few things. So I'm actually going to start kind of 2 series on SMB. Very similar ones though. The first one is just going to be this Let's Play series, which is going to be a lot more edited and whatnot. But the second series is going to be more of a talking series, and it allows me to basically ramble on. You can click a video and not expect a huge amount of progress. You can expect me, like, say, working on builds and whatnot. Let's cut down a couple of trees while we're doing this. Like what I'm doing right now, I'd be like working towards the build, because it takes quite a bit of time to prepare for these episodes. So the Let's Play one would have lots of progress. The Let's Talk would just be mostly just talking about my day or my life, and the first one is going to be more of a Q&A, hopefully. If there's a link down in the description, then it's going to be a Q&A, but it's going to be talking about where I've been, which is not really terribly exciting, but I feel like a bit of an explanation. So just hopefully there's either a link in the description. There'll be something, either it's a link or just post the questions in the comments. In the comments at least, let me know of a name for the city. If you want to name it after you, that's fine, as long as it's a name. I think it'd be cool if I had a name in a story and they're like, why is it called Stoner City? And I go, well, it's a funny story. This guy called 420 Blazer, he actually suggested it. So let me know. And what I'm going to do for the next however long it takes is I'm going to cut down some trees on the top of the mountain and try to flatten this out a bit, make it a bit more clear and whatnot. And then I might clear a few trees over there because I really need to get a food source sorted. Oh, last thing, I have my crafting table here. This is the one and only crafting table I'm ever gonna craft in this base area. I think the rule I'm gonna do is, if I lose this crafting table, say to a creeper explosion or whatnot, I need to get someone else to craft it for me. I'm no longer gonna craft a crafting table around here, or if I craft a crafting table outside of this area, I'm not going to bring it back into this boundary. So there's only ever going to be one crafting table in this area, and the penalty is I can't craft it easily myself again. I think that's a cool idea. If you have any concerns about that, let me know. Yeah, so transition, and I'll probably have cleared a few trees. I'll be back. Come on, mate. Come on. Hey, rude. Alright, so I've done a bit of clearing. I've cleared a lot of the trees here, and I've cleared a little clearing over there. I probably want to get rid of all of those trees eventually. I'm just going to start with that though at the moment, because I only have an iron axe, and I've made 3 iron axes by now and tried repairing it over and over again. It's a pain. So I'm just going to clear that for the moment, just enough so we can get some food. This is we have a guardian farm on the server. I don't know who made it. I remember there was talk in the group about there were 2 guardian farms going on at the same time, but one of them was providing cooked fish, which I took from. But I'd like to have my own sustainable food source over here, which I don't need to go back to the Guardian farm to gather more cooked food. Over here though, I need some stairs because I keep going up and down this hill. It's so annoying because there's a little path. I don't want to break too much of this mountain just yet. I want to keep most of its natural terrain like it is. So I'm up here with our single crafting table. I can already tell this is going to be a pain. I'm just going to make some stairs with a lot of the spruce wood we've cut down. I've cut down quite a bit. I'll leave it there. And the other thing which I want to do is I want to start the farm. So there's got to be one more cut, and I think they'll do the episode. But I want to make sure when we end the episode we have a bit of a farm going on. Oh no! I need my bones. Oh no! Well, we might as well make the stairs now. I can always modify it later. Put one there, one there, one there. God damn it. We can always modify it later to suit our needs, but for now we'll just make it little... God damn it. I should have brought the planks as well. It's so annoying not having a crafting table down here. No! I'll just use the dirt like that and like that. It's good to be back playing Minecraft proper again though. I've missed this game. It'll always be a part of my childhood. I think I've been playing this game, what, like 6 years now? It's been a long time since this game has come out. How do I want to do this part? Like that. Boop. And boop. Like that. The most exciting gameplay ever. Building stairs. At least I can get my way back up, though. And I broke the natural terrain, which I'm annoyed by. Right. I'm going to grab the bones. Just make sure that we are beginning our wheat farm. I want to make a cow farm down here. My eventual dream for all of this area is for all of us to be farmland before we start making modifications to, say, like making houses and making fences and making it a safe place for villagers to live. It's going to be a big project, but it's something which we can tackle on bit by bit. And I'm hoping that this is a project which isn't per se always going on. I hope that it's a project that we finish and we go, well, it's finished now. How do I want to do this? I'll put a little sustainable water source, even though the water's right there. And we'll turn all of it into bone meal, and it's time for the growing. What? Oh yeah, advancements. That's something which I wanted to talk about eventually. What are the like the new changes? Some of them are kind of weird to me. Like the advancements are pretty cool, but some of the advancements are questionable. Like that seedy thing, like planting seeds. I guess it might be alright for beginners. It's just weird to me, as I've played this game for like 6 years. That it's like I got an achievement, or I got an advancement. Sorry, I got an advancement for planting crops. It's something which I've known about for a while. Do you get what I mean? And the other one was the crafting recipe. So I've looked into this, and it's like that is pretty cool for beginners. I wish there was a way to turn it off. Let me know if there is a way to turn it off, because it does bug me a bit. I was doing some craft, like every time I'm crafting and I pick up something new, it's like, oh, there's a new thing to pick up, and I'm like, oh, hey. What is it? Oh, it's a hay bale. It's a hay bale. I picked up some dye, and it's like, new things have unlocked, and it's like coloured wool, terracotta. That thing which I was talking about during the creative world segment. Why is it terracotta now? It will forever be stained hardened clay to me. It's like how repeaters are still diodes to some people. Oop, and do I plant it there? Do I have one more seed? Huh. Oh, it's a little bit far out. This is gonna be fun actually, being able to see all of this terrain eventually slowly turn into a farm. Oh, chuck one there. Cool. That's the beginning. Yeah, I'm going to maybe improve that staircase and hopefully increase the farm, and then we'll call it an episode, but I'll be back in a second. Cut right here. just really quick cut. I'm exploring a little bit, and I found a few eggs. A few chickens have laid some eggs in this village. It seems to have already been explored, but I'm looking around the place, and I might take some of the bookshelves for an enchanting table, probably next episode. Let's... Ooh, I'll take that egg. We'll make a chicken farm eventually. So, back at the base, I've done a bit of work, but I'm looking to see if there are any carrots or potatoes here, so we can add that to our farm. It looks like there aren't any carrots or potatoes here. Oh, I'm disappointed then. I'll take all of the wheat while I'm here. I was also looking for some sheep because I made a quick cow farm, and I want to make a sheep farm as well. I don't see any sheep around. This is so annoying. So the base is over there with all the spruce and whatnot. But quick cut here, and I'll show you the rest, and we'll finish the episode. I finally found a second sheep. It took a little bit of time. It actually did take a bit of time, but he was over there. And I found this sheep. I found him on the hill over there. So basically in the same place. I went exploring and found a village. And these sheep were like right next to my place. No! Don't leave! No! Sheepy, no! No, sheep! Come back to me! I love you, sheep. No! Don't do this to me. I'm only just noticing it now. It's been mentioned to me quite a few times in like videos and people have said it and whatnot, but sheep's faces are actually really messed up. Whatever. You guys can breed, and I'll put that fence back. Cool! I've got a bit of a cow farm going as well. There are a lot of cows around here. I've expanded the wheat quite a lot. So my idea with the wheat now is to expand all around here. I've put some wooden slabs so you know you can just go down without breaking all the farmland. And hopefully my goal for this place, as I said before, is to expand all of this into farmland. And then we will work with it as we go. But that's what I'm pretty much going to be doing from here on out. Mostly just growing the farmland. Trying to find some different crops as well. So like potatoes for example, that's why I went to the village. Hopefully to get some potatoes and carrots. But no, not yet. Might just get some from Spawn Town, but it might be just fun to get it on my own. And for lighting, I think I'll just put like jack-o'-lanterns underneath these waters. Which means we'll need a pumpkin farm soon. Which would be fun actually having some pumpkins around here. And this will all look pretty neat. I've got a little chest here with a bed, no crafting table because our crafting table is up on the mountain. I've also built a little path with wooden stairs. It makes things a lot easier trying to go up this mountain. Woo. Hey Cal, how you doing? Yes, but the last thing which I want to do to wrap up the episode, if we go back up here, our crafting table's here, but it's out in the open. What are we going to do with it? We're going to put it on its own little pedestal, our own little altar. Gonna protect it a little bit as well. But if we run up this little side path, we have a little platform, and we'll put the crafting table there. We have a little gate here, and we can pretty much just stand on top and view our little land. This is our poor platform so far, but I'll put some lights there as well. But this is going to look amazing. I hope you guys are excited about this as I am, because this is my first idea back and I just want to share this exciting journey with you. Oh, one more thing. My hose is actually running out quite a bit. Iron is really bad for durability. So I feel like because we are using so much of a hoe that I don't want to be wasting iron. So I guess I'll use a few diamonds on the hoe, and that will work quite nicely. I need to get like unbreaking on this or something. That'll be pretty neat. Or efficiency. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I put quite a bit of time in it. It took like a few hours here and there over a few days, and I am glad to be back. I have missed this a lot. This is actually a beautiful place. Alright. Before we go, just an F5, so maybe you remember what I look like. This is Torbray. I hate shifting with F5. Anyway, thank you guys so much for, if you guys have stuck around, then I'm Thank you so much. And I will be back in the next episode, probably a Let's Talk. But thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Cheers, guys.